Hey YouTube subscribers, how y'all doing tonight? It's your boy MG5 back again with another video. And hey, tonight we're going to be talking about men's college basketball. I can't wait, y'all. It's going down tomorrow. This weekend we have the Final Four, and Monday we have the national championship game. It's lit right now. It's lit. Just sports in general right now, it's lit. Baseball started up yesterday. It's popping. NHL and the NBA playoff push. It's whoo-wee. I can't wait for that. And you already know about MMA and boxing. They're putting on big fights for the month of April. Big fights. So it's fire right now. And then, hey, men's and women's college basketball, y'all. Sports in general, man, it's lit, yo. It's lit right now. But let's get straight into it, man. And hey, the Final Four matchups, the Final Four teams for men's college basketball: San Diego State versus Florida Atlantic, and Miami versus UConn. Those are the matchups that we got, and those are the last schools, y'all. I'm gonna be real. I did not have any of these schools making it to my Final Four, but hey, special shout out to them. You know what I mean? I thought UCLA was going to take it. I was wrong right there. But these four teams right here, they're all tough. They're all well coached. And only one of them is going to come away with the national championship. So, hey, I'm going to give my predictions on the Final Four and who I think is going to win that national championship. Hey, all these teams right here, man, they all play good basketball, I'm not going to lie. Like I said, I did not have them in my Final Four, but I will say this. If y'all been watching my videos and y'all watched my last college basketball video or couple of videos, I did say San Diego State and UConn were dark horses. I did say there was something about those teams that I believe that they were going to be dark horses in this tournament. And look where they are. Both of them are one game away from playing in the national championship. And hey, in Florida Atlantic and Miami, I'm not going to lie, those teams kind of surprised me. San Diego State and UConn, they did not really surprise me because I watched how they play in the tournament. Like, look, I'm not going to lie. Like, on my bracket, I did not think they were going to make it that far, But after watching them play, I was like, oh, yeah, they're dark horses. And, on my bracket, I had Alabama going to the Final Four. But after watching San Diego State play, on my YouTube video, y'all already know I had San Diego State with the upset. And look, hey, they're in the Final Four. So, but for Florida Atlantic and Miami, both of those teams, they kind of surprised me. But anyways, y'all, let's get into it, man. Let's get into it, not trying to waste too much time. I think I'm going to start off with this Miami versus UConn. For Miami, what they did to Texas, that was very surprising. The way they came back, because Texas was in control of that game the whole time. And then, college basketball, your lead is not safe, man. It's March Madness. Nothing is safe. Miami comes back. They take the lead and they beat Texas, man. That just shows the heart and, the grit and the grind that Miami has. And they don't quit, y'all. They don't quit. Miami, they're real, man. All these, the last four teams that are left, they're all real. But we're going to see what they can do against UConn. UConn, they blew out Gonzaga. Like, they beat Gonzaga by 30. Like, when do we ever see Gonzaga get blown out? So, hey, that right there says something about UConn. And I can't wait for this game. Honestly, I just can't wait for this game. I think it's going to be a good one. And I think it's going to be very close. I think this game right here is going to be very close. And I think it comes down to the speed of the game and turnovers. What team is going to take care of the ball and what pace is this game going to be played at? Because for Miami, I think you want to play fast. You want to make the bigs on UConn work. You want to make them work for everything. And the guards of Miami, you want to attack UConn. And Miami has some good guard play. I'm not going to lie. Talent-wise, Miami may have better talented players than UConn. But I do believe UConn is more fundamentally sounded. And, they got the size, yo. They got some bigs on that team. So that's what makes this matchup very interesting. And honestly, I really do think it comes down to the speed of the game and, the turnovers. Because UConn, they want to play in a half-court set, and they like to run. I'm not going to lie. Like, they like to get out and run, but when you turn the ball over. But for the most part, they want to play in a half-court set, keep the game at a cool little tempo, a cool little pace. So that's why I think Miami, they need to speed it up. And they have the guards to do it. But I'm leaning towards UConn in this matchup. I just think the size and the bigs, I think that will be the difference. But I do like Miami. They do have the players for it, and they do have a great coach. So it is going to be a great game. But I do think UConn will win the game by 5 points or less. So that's what I got right there with that one, y'all. I got UConn beating Miami, but we'll see. And now moving on to San Diego State versus Florida Atlantic. I believe this will be another good game. San Diego State barely beating Creighton. That late turnover right there at the end of the game almost cost them, man. Creighton is a great basketball team. So, San Diego State prevailed. And, hey, they've been on a run, y'all. They've been on a run. And I do believe San Diego State is the best defensive team in the country. They're very physical. They have size with the bigs and the guards. And yeah, they get turnovers, y'all. They play in them passing lanes. They're very aggressive on that end. You can make them pay. You can make them pay for that, but hey, they're a tough team, y'all. They're a tough team, and they're well coached. And for Florida Atlantic, kind of like Miami, they kind of surprised me a little bit getting here. Beating Kansas State. Hey, shout out to Kansas State, man. To me, the most exciting team in the tournament. Marquise Noel, shout out to him, the best point guard in the country. Hey, I just had to give that shout out to them out there. Hey, man. Hey, Florida Atlantic. For Florida Atlantic to beat Kansas State, that just shows how tough they are. You know what I mean? That just shows how tough they are, how much heart they got. And they don't quit either, just like Miami. It's something about them Florida schools, man. They just don't quit, y'all. They just don't quit. So this is going to be a good game. I think the big difference in this one, Florida Atlantic will not have the size advantage like they did against Kansas State. They were able to pound Kansas State on the offensive rebounds. But in this one, I don't think they'll be able to do that against San Diego State. San Diego State did a good job against Creighton and a good job against Alabama. So I think it will be harder for Florida Atlantic to dominate the rebounds. But it's going to be a good game. I do think Florida Atlantic is a better shooting team than San Diego State. So with that being said, this one's going to be tic-tac for tic-tac, y'all. It's going to be grit. It's going to be grindy. They're going to have to grind for everything out there. And what I really think this game's going to come down to is going to be the turnovers. I think one thing about Florida Atlantic, they did turn the ball over like 20 times against Kansas State. And if you turn the ball over against San Diego State like that, the best defensive team in the country, that's easy buckets, and they're going to make you pay for it. They're going to make you pay for it, and it's going to be a long day for you. So, honestly, I got San Diego State winning this game, and I think they're going to win the game by 10. I think they're going to win the game by 10. But yeah, that's what I got. San Diego State beating Florida Atlantic. I think the turnovers will be the problem. I do think their three-point shooting will keep them in the game, but the turnovers will be the problem. And, the national championship, I got San Diego State versus UConn. With that being said, that's going to be a great game. That's who I got in the national championship. And, hey, you already know I got to roll with my Cali squad. Hey, I got to go with San Diego State putting on for Cali. You know, I got a Cali school taking it all. So, hey, San Diego State will win the national championship. That's my final predictions on that one. And let me know what y'all think. You know, like, subscribe, comment. Who do y'all got in the national championship game, and who do y'all got winning the national championship? You know, it's been a cool season, man. It's been a good season of college basketball. March Madness has been great, and I can't wait. But anyways, y'all, until next time, make sure y'all like, subscribe, comment, and y'all stay up, man. Y'all stay up.